Hello, happy November. November is a really exciting month because November is National Novel Writing Month, also known as Nanowrimo. Nanowrimo 2020. If you don't know what Nanowrimo is, I didn't until very recently. Nanowrimo is an event that happens every November where professional writers or people who just write on the side or just writers of any kind come together and try to write as much as they can in the month of November. So traditionally, I think that it started as novel writing, but now really it's writing of any kind. It's more so an initiative to just write as much as you can during this month. The typical goal is to write 50,000 words during the month of November, but the really great thing about Nanowrimo is that you really can set any goal for yourself. In order to reach 50,000 words in a month, I'd have to write 1,667 words per day. I am participating for the first time in Nanowrimo. I'm really excited and definitely nervous. I thought I would try to vlog this in case it's interesting. Who knows, it might be too boring and no one will ever see this video, but maybe it'll be cool to watch. Today's actually November 2nd. I did write, whoa! Yesterday, November 1st, I was just not having a good day. I really didn't think I was gonna reach 1,600 words, and it was definitely a trek. And so I just did not vlog. I was not in a good mood. I thought I would start the Nanowrimo blog today on November 2nd. Oh, I think the best part of joining Nanowrimo is that there are a bunch of different forums, and I'm a part of one forum in particular or like a Discord that I'm just obsessed with. It's a group of writers who are all young adults and are all writing either young adult or new adult projects during Nanowrimo. It's just so much fun. We talk about writing and writing help and encouraging each other, but we also just talk about like others, like anything. It's gonna be such a great source of motivation and inspiration and just like camaraderie for this month. Yeah, so I gotta get writing. Day 2. So I'm just writing, but I've made a friend. He's my writing friend. His name is Philip. Let me introduce you. He's my writing companion. He's casting a web right now. I don't know where it's going. I should probably stop it, but I don't know. He's kind of cute. Okay, I guess he really doesn't like the camera, so I guess I'll leave him be. Oh, he's working again. Working on another web. Okay, bye. Hi, so it's day 3 of Nanowrimo. It's on November 3rd. I've reached 100 pages, which is pretty cool. In case you didn't know, this is something I didn't know until I started trying to write this story. When you're writing, your unit of measurement isn't pages, because how many words on a page really differs based on like how much dialogue there is and the like spacing and the indentation. What you usually measure it by is words. That's why like Nanowrimo is based on like your goal is 50,000 words instead of X amount of pages. But I do think it is cool that I have reached 100 pages, even though that's not really the unit of measurement that I'm caring about. I also, when I started this project, kind of like looked up like what is general manuscript formatting, and actually it's like common essay formatting. So it's just Times New Roman, font size 12, double spaced. So that is what I've been writing in case you're curious. I've written 1,000 words today. Hopefully I'll be able to have time later to come back and reach my goal of 1,667 words, because I don't want to have to make that up tomorrow, but we'll see if I have time / inspiration / motivation. Okay, bye. Hi. So it's November 4th, and you know, I am not feeling great. I don't know. I honestly just don't have any words. I just feel kind of sad and helpless right now. So I'm trying to really be gentle with myself and not like force myself to be too productive, but I still really want to hit my writing goal for today. I don't know, I'm going back and forth, but you know, I lit some candles, made some tea. I'm really trying to support my mental health right now. But I did want to show you something that I started yesterday, which is just a spreadsheet to do some character tracking. But in the beginning, I really, and I still have an issue of like picturing characters and knowing what they look like. I understand like who they are, but knowing what they look like is really hard for me. And so I was kind of just throwing things out there in the beginning, and that's fine. Like, I'm not against that, except I never tracked any of it. So I'm trying to be a little more purposeful with my character tracking and just making sure that I remember things that I put down. Now I'm at the point where I am trying to write about that character again, and I don't remember what I said they looked like originally. When I'm writing, these are the tabs that I have open. So here are my tabs. I have the Google document that I'm writing my whole story in. I actually had to create a new document because the Google Doc was lagging because it was at 100 pages. Other things that I have my Discord forum open. Here's the Discord forum. I have election coverage open. I have the Nanowrimo site open so I can track my progress. And most importantly, I have the thesaurus open because thesaurus.com is sponsoring this story. Okay, let's just say that. Okay, and now for my character tracking. So basically it's like this. Okay, so I have character, physical characteristic, and just like other details that I feel like are important. Okay, well, I did that, so I guess it's time for me to actually do some writing. I don't know, my motivation is low. It is minuscule. Okay, I'll talk to you later. So I only actually wrote like 650 words, but I'm just not focused and I'm feeling not great. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to do any more. I guess today's the first day that I didn't really reach my goal and I don't feel great about it. And I'll have to make it up tomorrow, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Hello. I'm feeling very unmotivated, knowing that today I want to at least do some work to make, not only do my writing for today, but make up what I missed yesterday. I just feel like there's so much to do. But I did write 1,100 words this morning. I'm taking a little lunch break, and then I'm gonna try to write the same amount. We'll see if that happens. I'm gonna like check out of my brain for a little bit before writing again. Okay, update. I ended up finishing my goal for today, and so I decided that what I was gonna do to make up for what I missed yesterday is that I'm going to, at least for the next couple days, maybe the next like 10 days or so, or 15 days, oh God. For the next 15 days, I'm just gonna write 100 extra words a day. And that means that I can't miss another day. This really taught me that I don't wanna miss a day. If I do 100 words a day, it'll take me half of the month to make it up. But I don't know if I have it in me to just suck it up and write double the amount today, because that seems horrible. Hi, excuse the lighting, but I can't believe this. I caught up from yesterday. I don't really know what I did. I kind of like was just like, oh, I'm just gonna write 400 words in this evening. And then I did that, and then I was like, you know, let me just write like 100 more, and then I did that. And then suddenly I was like, let me just write 100 more, and then suddenly I was only 300 away from reaching my goal, and I was like, wow, YOLO, guess I better do it. And now my chart is all nice and I'm back on the projected path of finishing. Okay, as you can see, I've written a lot in a lot of different sessions today. Here, wait. So this was my first session, November 5th, 1,000 words. And then I did 600, then I did 400, then I did 1 word because I wanted to get to an even number because I'm weird. And then I did 77 more, and then almost 300. And now, so the light blue line is what the ideal progress is. That would be writing 1,667 words every day. And as you can see right here, I went below the blue line. That was yesterday when I was under count. But I was able to make up and get 3 words above the path to success line, what it's called. Okay, I look really orange, but I feel so relieved. I'm gonna go celebrate because I feel accomplished. Oh, excuse my band-aid. All right, bye. I've only written 400 words and it is 1:30 in the afternoon, and I usually like to be done by now, but oops. Oh. How is it only November like 6th, I think? And I'm done, mate. I'm done with Nanowrimo. Also, I just realized yesterday I've been pronouncing it wrong. It's Nanowrimo, not Nanowrimo, which is pretty embarrassing. Hello. It's actually been a couple days since I've updated you. I'm sorry. It's been kind of the same pattern of some days I'll stay on track for my writing goal, and then some days I won't, and then I'll have to really work to make up it. It's just like a endless cycle. Right now I am on track to finish, and I'm on the whatever they call the path to success. I've been spread a little thin trying to write every single day an amount that I feel good about, but also I'm working on like editing a video and doing my schoolwork, and it's starting to get kind of a lot. It's starting to catch up with me, feeling a little burnt out, but it's okay. It's just November. I just need to like power through. Hello, welcome to another Nanowrimo update. It is the 12th, I believe, and I'm doing well. I haven't updated in a couple days just because, I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun. Honestly, it's been really good. I'm feeling really proud of where I'm at. I'm on track. I've kind of come up with a new system where if I'm behind in words, I'm in debt. Like I have words, X amount of words in debt, and then if I pay back those words and make them up, then I'm not in debt. I do want to show you my writing buddy. She spends basically all my writing time here with me. Okay, so here's my desk. And here's under my desk. Hi, Nikki. So you might be wondering, why is she on a bed on a bed? Well, this bed that Nicola's in, this gray one, is actually for small dogs. It was for other dogs. And for some reason, that's the bed that she prefers. And when these beds were separated, she still only stayed in this tiny one. But dogs, specifically labs, one issue is that if they are on like beds that aren't really good quality, they can get like joint pain and have issues with their bones and stuff. So this bed down here, the bottom bed, is like a nice orthopedic expensive mattress for dogs that I bought for her, and I realized that she was not going to use it unless I put it like this, and now it's perfect, and she honestly loves it because she can like sprawl out because she is like overflowing this gray one, as you can see. Bye. Yesterday, we made it to the halfway mark of November. Round of applause, please. Yes, yes, thank you. Not only that, but we also made it to 25,000 words, just where we're supposed to be. So life is good. I wish I could say that like I have anything to report. I'm still having a really good time. I'm definitely feeling a little less motivated to write and to put in a lot of energy, but it's still happening. How good it is, that's very questionable. I mean, how good was it to start with? That's also very questionable. Hello, here's another writing update. The update is that it is 2 p.m. and I have written 0 words. I was busy in the morning doing like homework and stuff, had a really productive start of my morning, and then spent the past hour and a half on TikTok. So that was really great. But I did want to update you guys, now that we are in the end half of November, I'm slowly transitioning into the Christmas spirit. I'm really trying to hold myself off until Thanksgiving, and then once we really hit December, then I'll go full on Christmas crazy. One thing that I have found that I've been listening to when I'm writing is a playlist called A Very Lo-Fi Christmas. I can't really write when I listen to things that have words, so it's all like instrumental lo-fi music, but it's Christmas. So it's like instrumental, like jingle bells and stuff. It's honestly, it's a very like tame Christmas. It's not like over the top Christmas, but it's like just like a dash of Christmas. And it's been putting me in a really good writing spirit. Who knows, maybe I'll throw in a little Christmas scene into my book. No, I won't. Oh my god, did I just call it a book? No, it's not a book. It's a project. It's a creative writing project. I really am enjoying myself and I'm really liking it, but I just feel like I have no idea where I'm going. Or like timeline, like, does it make sense that these events happened in the span of a couple weeks? Does it feel longer than that? I don't know. I'm really just winging it. I feel like that's the best. I'm winging it. I'm winging it. Okay. Now I'm just using this to procrastinate writing again. So I'm gonna go and I'm going to write. I'm gonna do it. I'm manifesting it. I'm going to write. This is my manifestation of my writing. Okay. Hi. Something really crazy just happened. I looked at my word count and I was looking at all the documents I have for my project. All right, one second. And I'm about to hit 200 pages. 1 second. This is so crazy. I can't believe it. It's so weird. Oh, okay. I have to go because Raina's calling me for something. I don't know. Okay, see you later. Hi. I don't know. I'm writing as usual. And I'm kind of getting emotional. I guess this is the point where I'll divulge and share just like one very small piece of information about my story, and that's just that my main character is in a wheelchair and is disabled. And she's talking right now about accessibility and ableism and systemic ableism, and I don't know. I mean, like, I know that these things make me super emotional. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I know that I feel pain when I am constantly met with disappointment. Not because of my disability, because my disability, like, is fine. Like, I don't mind being disabled. I mind the way that I'm treated because I'm disabled. I mind the way that I'm overlooked because I'm disabled. I mind the way that I mind the fact that I don't have equal human rights because I'm disabled. Like, that's the issue. It's not the fact that I am disabled, it's the fact that I am treated poorly because of my disability by our society. And like, I know that that is really painful for me. But I guess I didn't realize how much it affects me that I'm writing about it, and I'm writing about it through the lens of I'm writing dialogue for a fictional character who is talking about this, and I'm just like on the verge of tears. Just, I don't know, I can't really explain it. It's funny because I think that I'm in touch with my emotions. Like, I've always considered myself a pretty like emotionally mature, like sensitive person, but even I'm just like not. There are things that I'm burying because they are out of my control, and there's no way that I can change them all by myself. I can't dismantle a system that has worked against the disabled community, not by myself and not in my lifetime, but so it's interesting that I wouldn't have thought that I'd buried my feelings, but it's pretty clear that I have. I mean, this book, I've had so much fun writing it, but like in a lot of ways it's been a really painful process. A lot of, not the actual plot line, but like basically the entire life experience of this girl who is disabled is fully inspired by my life experience as someone with a disability. I've kind of like been going through my memory bank and thinking of all the fucked up things that have happened to me, and whether that be small or big, it's things that have really shaped me that have to do with my disability, and it's not been that easy to kind of bring all these things to the surface that I thought that I was really at peace with. Yeah. Bye. This is definitely not footage of me writing in Zoom class. Hello, this is another Nanowrimo update. Nanowrimo, right? Nanowrimo. Anyways, yesterday was Thanksgiving. Really nice, spent time with family. And I did write 1,000 words, but just 1,000 words. Today is the day after Thanksgiving, obviously. And I have zero motivation to write. Oops. I've written about 700 words. I definitely want to at least meet the minimum for today, 1,600. But ideally I would write more than that and make up at least a little bit of yesterday's missed writing, because I missed about 600 or 700 words yesterday. Just making it to 1,000 today feels like it's gonna be a struggle, but I'm nearing the end. Like, there's only like 4 more days of this challenge, which is so crazy. I don't think that I'll be at the end of my story when November ends. I think that I'll have a couple more days or about a week or so of writing till I reach the actual end of my first draft, that's insane on its own. Because it's nearing the end, on that character tracking spreadsheet, I have created a list of things that I know need to happen that I don't want to forget about before the first draft can be finished. I didn't just call it a book, because it's not a book. I've put them kind of in order, but I'm also still pretty much winging it because I don't have scenes laid out. I just have like events, like blank talks to blank about blank. That needs to happen before the draft is over. I'm trying not to get overwhelmed thinking about editing this project, because I'm definitely going to be putting it aside for a little bit before I go back to it and start editing, but I think that editing is going to be a brutal process. Hello, welcome to another Nanowrimo update. It's almost the last day. Today is the second to last day of November. It is November 29th. That is insane. It's really interesting as we get closer to the end of November. I thought that in some ways, as I got closer to the finish line, writing every day would get easier. But honestly, really since Thanksgiving, which it's only like been, what, 3 days ago, it's been really hard to find motivation to write. I think that because I know that I need to write the full 1,600 words every day, and I can't miss because I don't have that much time to make it up, that is really difficult. Tomorrow's the last day! Okay, bye! What the heck? It's November 30th. I am 1,600 words away from completing my Nanowrimo goal of 50,000 words during this month. Honestly, it just feels really weird because I think it doesn't really sunk in yet, but I'm really proud of myself, to be completely honest. Like, I feel very good in this fact that I did all this. Like, this is crazy. I wrote 50,000 words in 30 days. I don't know, I'm so glad that I participated in this like competition, I guess. It allowed me to meet so many cool people on my Discord. It really helped me stay focused and motivated. I think it just really pushed me to work hard and try my best, and I don't know if I would have gotten as far with this project. I definitely wouldn't have gotten this far this fast with this project if I didn't have Nanowrimo pushing me and making sure that I didn't slack off, because I definitely wanted to. I just can't believe November's over. Like, it went by so fast. I do want to share some stats with you, courtesy of the Nanowrimo website. Here are my stats, just going through the entire month. One thing that's really cool is I wrote every single day. The day that I wrote the least amount of words with 750 words was November 4th, which was the day after the US election. So I think that makes sense. I feel really grateful for this project and this community because it really got me through this last month and gave me a real purpose, which has been so important. Finding purpose and finding motivation in this really crazy year, I think has been really important for me because I'm very goal oriented. I don't really do well without having goals or like tasks to accomplish. So making these videos and working on this creative writing project has really kept me sane this year. And I'm just really grateful for having the time to do these things because they just made me really happy. Creativity is so important and storytelling is so important, and so these two avenues of sharing pieces of myself have been essential to my mental health this year. Really glad that I got to share this month with you. If you're watching this video, thank you for staying with me this month. I know it probably wasn't the most interesting thing. November was good. I really encourage you next year, if you have the time or energy or interest in doing so, you should definitely participate. Maybe we'll be writing buddies because I want to do this again. This was really cool. Also, shout out to everybody on my Discord forum. That group of people are the literal coolest and they just brought me so much joy. So, and I think like that's why I loved Nanowrimo because, or is it Nanowrimo? I don't know, I get so confused. And this month brought me a lot of joy. Happy writing. I just finished, officially finished. This is so weird! Nanowrimo 2020, woo woo!